I didn't say it would be easy.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to another build guide. So today's build is a fun one and a cheaper one and does all content, even feared. I actually have a separate feared video that I posted earlier. So this character can do everything. It is just ridiculous. So in 3.15 they added new support for Totems, Earthbreaker. You can actually use this support for slam skills and they can be actually totems. So normally Ancestral War Chief was the only melee totem that was viable. And because it's a melee totem, the clear speed is not that insane, but it's a decent boss killer obviously. Most people don't want to play it. But right now with the support you can just put any slam skill. I actually tested Tectonic Slam and Ground Slam at league start and I didn't like it, alright. The single target was not that good. It works, but it was not good with medium budget gear. But I actually haven't thought of Consecrated pet because I thought it was a meme skill. And then because lots of people asked me to do totem build this league, I decided to do that. Better late than never, alright. So I wanted to test Consecrated pet, and what the hell, the DPS was just insane with just the normal similar setup, strength stacking. So let's just start explaining what's going on with this build. So this is strength stacking Chieftain build, which is pretty much around for many years now. It is not new actually, but it is for some reason ridiculously powerful. So first of all, main weapon Brutus Lit Sprinkler. If you are following me, you already know what this is already. Yeah, strength stacking, 4 to 7 fire damage to attacks with this weapon per 10 strength. So you want to just stack strength so you can get some decent flat damage. And that's pretty much it. Try to get something with good attack speed and crit chance because they actually have some rolls. But this weapon is like 5 chaos, 10 chaos with decent rolls. Even at league start it is dirt cheap. So just buy a good one immediately. For shield, because this is a totem build, using a shaper modded shield with +1 to maximum number of summoned totems. So you can get more totems. Plus try to get obviously strength because that's your main stat, and resist and life. So how this build works, let's just explain that with the other equipment. So because normally strength provides melee physical damage, you can just check that in game if you hover your mouse on your strength on your character screen. If you press C, you will just see your character's level, strength, intelligence, dexterity. If you hover your mouse over those stats, most people actually don't know this for some reason, you can actually see that strength provides life and melee physical damage. Because this is a fire build, because the Brutus Lit Sprinkler provides fire damage, strength actually doesn't do anything other than that. So if you want to also use that strength for DPS, more DPS, so no strength goes to waste, alright, this is the project. You want to use an Iron Fortress chest piece first. Strength damage bonus instead grants 3% increased melee physical damage per 10 strength. This is normally 2% I believe, so this actually lets you get more bonus, but still melee physical damage. It doesn't work yet. Alright, we need more stuff. This chest also provides lots of block attacks, so you will have lots of block chance to attacks, at least 60% easily. So this chest also makes you way tankier against attacks. So what else do you need? Repentance gloves, very cheap gloves. If you want to invest further, you can get a corrupted one with attack speed implicit, or attacks have crit. That is also good. So try to get a good implicit if you want to invest in further. This actually provides Iron Will. So normally Iron Will is actually a support gem. It doesn't exist on the talent tree as far as I can remember. So what is that? Strength damage bonus applies to all spell damage. So we converted all the melee physical damage to spell damage, but that doesn't still work for us. So final item, Crown of Ice helmet. This is like a 1 alchemy helmet. With the engine it's like 50 chaos right now. So grab one before they go, you know, just pause the video and buy it if you want to play the build right now. Increase and reductions to spell damage also apply to attacks at 150%, even more value, alright. So that says attack, so it also works for fire. So that fixes that strength issue. So no strength goes to waste. We will have even more DPS by stacking strength thanks to using these 3 unique items together. So let's just explain the playstyle a little bit, what to do at bosses. So your main skill is Consecrated pet totems, obviously, just put them while mapping and obviously while bossing. So we also have Ancestral Protector totems with multiple totem support equipped, so you can actually summon those as extra. So at a boss, just summon your 3 Consecrated pet totems, plus just press this once. So you will have also 2 protectors which will grant you lots of attack speed And a Phantasmal Ancestral Protector provides even more attack speed. I also put Culling Strike and Combustion on these guys, so they will ignite the target to deal more fire damage actually, because they penetrate, lets you penetrate, 10% resist, and Culling Strike obviously kills bosses, any monster that has lower than 10% of life. And also, if you have it ready, we have a Val Ancestral Warchief, because it already has its own +1 totem limit. So at a boss fight, if your Val Warchief is ready, summon 3 totems with Val Warchief plus Protector, so you will have lots of totems, but always the main damage dealers are Consecrated Path. Do not use normal Warchief, because that counts as your total 3, the usual totem limit. So that means that one less Consecrated Path totem. Do not do that mistake. Only use Val Warchief if it is ready. And we are also using Assassin's Mark Curse, because I didn't want to invest a lot. My ring doesn't do Assassin's Mark Curse on its own. Normally Shaper bases have that. So I am using Assassin's Mark manually at boss fights. If you want to invest further, get an Assassin's Mark ring with lots of strength and other good stats that I mentioned earlier. For buffs, using Precision to cap my hit chance and crit chance obviously. Anger for fire damage. Blood and Sand because it's an area skill. So in Sand Stance we have more area of effect, so while mapping it helps with clear. If you press it again on your skill bar, it goes to red. Blood Stance, more melee area damage at the cost of area effect, which you won't need at a boss. And also using Enlighten level 3 only, obviously. You don't need a level 4, so because it is very expensive, alright, you don't need that. So this build is total less than 15 or maybe 20 exalt. Ridiculous. Yeah, at its price, it is just ridiculous, the damage. I also have a Battle Fate, you maybe saw that in some of the clips, but in feared combat I didn't use that. I just wanted to show you that it is very powerful even without that flask. So you can just kill feared with less than 15 or 20 exalt, if I am maybe calculating something wrong. Investment, just funny, you know. why is this dealing so much damage? We also use some very cheap cluster jewels, so don't be afraid. Don't think like, no, this is a cluster build, very expensive. No, these are like non-meta, very dirt cheap, you know. Cheap clusters. So large clusters, I just used an attack damage while holding shield bases. You can maybe get something else, maybe with attack damage. Because the main thing I wanted is actually Veteran Defender, 15 to all attributes, plus resistances. Because we are using lots of unique pieces, it is actually a little hard to cap resistances if your other gear is not that good. So that's why this is the main passive that I actually wanted. Plus Martial Prowess for some attack damage, attack speed and accuracy, which is very good. And finally, just put anything that you want. Just check POE database, website. Just pick something that is cheap. That's pretty much it. So the main notables that you want is Martial Prowess and Veteran Defender. That's how I went. For medium clusters, one cluster with Sleepless Sentries, so you can have Onslaught if you have summoned a totem recently. So you don't need to use a Silver Flask at all. So you can just have permanent Onslaught if you just summon totem every 4 seconds. And plus Ancestral Guidance, 30% increase effect of buffs your ancestor totems. So they are the protector, attack speed grants, you know. And Val Warchief, which provides more damage, more melee damage. So this actually boosts those bonuses. Chieftain also boosts these because he has a Chieftain notable Ascendancy point. So you will even have more bonus from those guys. And that's pretty much it. These were the important ones. Finally, a Watcher's Eye with damage penetrates fire. This was like 1 exalt a couple of weeks ago. I haven't checked the price right now because I bought this for another build a couple of weeks ago, right? This was very cheap. It is probably way more cheap right now. And just go and buy one. For rare jewels, just use stuff with crit multiplier, attack speed, strength, life, melee damage. Those are your stats. Attack speed is actually very good, plus crit multiplier. So maybe you can skip some strength on your jewels if you want. Don't try to put life, because you will have a decent life pool, because this is a strength stacking build. You can just go and do that. And that's it for this guide. I tried to make a quick guide because it is very easy to follow. If you have any questions, don't be shy, hop onto my Discord. I talk to people all the time. Don't forget to subscribe and like. that's pretty much it. I will see you later. Bye bye.
The prize base comes to join. Still.
One, two, three.